have been able to raise my prices significantly, which has really helped with my profit, especially going into a time when I was going to have another baby and just wasn't going to get to see as many patients. So I've actually been able to decrease the amount of patients I've seen and still make the same amount of money, which has been fantastic. So my name is Christine Walker, and I am the owner of a cash-based physical therapy practice in Charlotte, Christine Walker Physical Therapy, where I help active adults and athletes get back to the activities they love. Accelerator has been amazing. I took the program during a sort of downtime when I was pregnant with my second child. So I started my business between children, and I took it as downtime, hoping that it would give me the tips and strategies I needed to reboot my business after having my second baby. And so I actually started implementing some of Paul's tips and strategies immediately and was shocked at how much growth I saw in my practice. I had a 50% growth in visits just in those 2 months when I was taking the program before I had the baby. I was supposed to be, winding down and seeing less patients, and instead I had a huge influx of more patients coming in. So I feel compelled to tell people about Accelerator just because I know there are other women and other moms out there who are thinking the same thing. Like, is this right for me? Am I really at a stage of my business that I should take the leap and invest in it and invest in myself? And I want to encourage you and say absolutely yes. Even if you're a small clinic or a solo practitioner, if you want to grow, this is what you need to know. So definitely wanted to share that with other people so that they know all the big benefit I got from the program so that they could have the same success as I did. So one of the things I loved most about Accelerator was the clear steps and strategies that Paul gives you on how to actually implement everything he's teaching. So not only does he tell you the why, and he also gives you the how. And that made it super easy for me to turn around and make big changes in my business. On top of that, he also will change your business from top to bottom. This isn't just about like one marketing strategy or one other way that you can get more patients into the clinic. This is a total transformation where you're going to change everything from how you talk to people, how your office staff, if you have them, talks to people, how you treat folks, everything. And it's well worth the time and investment. So one of the major problems I faced before joining Accelerator was just not getting enough inquiries and patients contacting my practice. So I had no way to provide free information to build value and trust in the community, to bring awareness to my practice, etc. I just had a lot of people who didn't even know I existed. They were looking for what I had, but didn't know I existed. So that was one of my major challenges before Accelerator. And once I got in the program, I was able to see exactly how I needed to be providing information to my patients and interacting in the community and interacting with past and current patients so that I would continue to bring in more new people each month. So I knew it was time to do something different because I had been at very steady but slow growing pace of clients for months now. Ever since I'd started my business, it had been a little over a year, and I just kind of saw a stagnant growth that wasn't happening. And I really knew that I could stay at this level and be happy and just have this as a little side gig if I wanted, or I could really invest in myself and my business and try to make this business grow. And so I kind of came to this crossroads where I was about to have my second child, and I said, hey, what do I want from this business? Do I just want it as a little fun thing to do on the side, where I get to treat a few patients that I really enjoy, or am I really looking to make an impact and a change in my community and reach out and affect more people? So at that time, I decided I needed to take Accelerator in order to help me get there. So since I joined Accelerator, one of the biggest changes I implemented was how I communicate with my patients in order to increase referrals from past patients and to keep them on their plan of care and coming in to finish all of their sessions. So that's made a huge impact to my bottom line because now I'm not chasing after people who are dropping off. So Paul gave me a set of systems to hit and help these people at different touch points in order to keep my business booming. So since taking Accelerator, and even at the beginning when I just started taking it and hadn't even finished it, I saw my monthly visits start to increase by 50% each month, which was huge because I was just a small little practice, depending on word of mouth referrals. And now all of a sudden I was bringing in patients from all sorts of places, from the internet, from past patients, from current patients, and I was able to, and even from the community. So I was able to increase my patient visits by 50%. So Accelerator has really impacted my ability to make better business decisions. I am much more confident and have a fantastic group and resource to reach out to help me make those decisions when I get stuck through Paul's program. I also have been able to raise my prices significantly, which has really helped with my profit, especially going into a time when I was going to have another baby and just wasn't going to get to see as many patients. So I've actually been able to decrease the amount of patients I've seen and still make the same amount of money, which has been fantastic. The support in the community is absolutely priceless. You learn so much by listening to other people's questions, seeing where they are in their business, whether they're ahead of you or behind you, and helping to have other people to answer questions for you and to give you their experiences on what's worked and what hasn't. So I think without the community, I wouldn't be where I am today in my business. And that's why I've continued to stay a part of the community and the mastermind group as well. Accelerator has made a huge impact in my life because I honestly don't believe I would have a business today if it wasn't for the program. I had to take, several months off with having a baby, and my child has had a lot of health issues that's required more of my time than I anticipated even after having him. And Accelerator has been what has kept me going through everything. The foundations I laid for my business so that it could keep running and on automated systems, even when I had to step away from the business at times, has been invaluable. And on top of that, I have really appreciated the support of the community in pushing through and getting through these difficult times. So my business, I do not believe, would have survived my maternity leave without everything I learned in Accelerator. And now it's back on track and it's growing again. And so that has just made a huge difference in my life and kept me from having to run back to my old job and being stuck in the insurance business. My biggest goal for joining Accelerator was to get more new patients, and that has definitely been achieved by all the objectives that I was taught in the course. And now I am doing things like generating patients off the internet, getting calls just from people visiting my website, getting people opting into free reports, and converting people after they do. And so I have achieved that goal of generating more new patients by taking Accelerator. Other physical therapists that are thinking about joining Accelerator need to really ask themselves, where do they want their business to go? Are they happy with where they're at? Or are they ready for growth and for change and to really make a bigger impact and more people in their community? And if that's you, then you should definitely take Accelerator. So the Accelerator program was definitely worth the money because, if anything, I have made that money back through all the new patients I've acquired. And it has allowed me to grow my business and expand into other business ventures in ways I could have not even predicted. So I wouldn't be where I am today without joining the Accelerator program, and that is priceless. I was really nervous about joining Accelerator, and one of my biggest reservations was the cost. But luckily, with the payment plan options, and my small business was able to spread out the payments to accommodate my cash flow. And so I was able to gain all the knowledge I needed in 6 weeks and make it affordable for me so that I could participate in the program. That decision to invest in Accelerator was probably the best business decision I've made in the history of my business, and I'm very happy that I chose to do so. I want other PTs to know that Accelerator is so much more than just a simple program that teaches you new strategies. Not only does it do that, but it also brings you closer to a community of forward-thinking PTs who are going to change the way you think about your business and the way that you grow and your goals for the future. The most important takeaway for me from the Accelerator program is the importance of building relationships. And whether that's relationships with your staff, with your patients, with the community, the relationships are everything. And that may seem like something that as a PT, you feel like you're good at one-on-one in the clinic with a patient, but Accelerator shows you how to take those awesome skills and turn them into business skills that will help you grow your business. So if I had never taken the Accelerator program, I would still be stuck, guarantee it, at my low charging prices, which were way, way, way too low. I would not be making nearly as much money. I would probably not even be still in having the office space that I have.